Hey guys, Kelsey here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a hoop move called the vortex. And this is my first hoop tutorial, and I've been getting some requests to make some, so bear with me. Also, if you're new to hooping, I strongly advise you stop this video if you haven't watched any other videos, and just take the time to mess around with it and try your own tricks, because once you watch some videos, you're going to be trying to do those tricks, but before you watch any, you don't really have a solid idea of what it's supposed to look like, and you'll have a lot more fun making up your own tricks. So if you haven't watched a hoop video yet, just pause this and play around with it for a little bit and then come back to this video. Alright, so the vortex is a trick that's made up of two parts: lifting it up and putting it down. So I think this trick is one of the more impressive looking tricks, and it takes a little bit of time to learn, but it's not too difficult. And it looks like this. Alright, are you ready to learn how to do it? Alright, let's get started. First off, I hoop to the right, but I'll show you how to do this trick both ways. So a prerequisite to this trick is being able to just hoop normally, and I might make some beginner videos too, so you guys can see if you're just starting out. So you want to just hoop normally. That's the first step. Second step is to slide your hand behind your back. So I'll break that down for you. While you're going, just slide your hand into the hoop, right behind you. And if you're going to the right, it's going to be your left hand. So you just, at first, it's going to take some time to hoop with your hand right here, because it'll feel awkward and might get in the way, so don't feel bad if it falls the first couple of times. And once you get that done, you want to take your left hand if you're going to the right, and the knuckles of your right hand, when you wrap around, you want them to touch your right hip. So it looks like this. See, you want your hand really far over, because if you put your hand right in the middle of your back and try to do this trick, you might hit yourself in the face. So you want to be hooping with your hand and your knuckles touching your right hip. And then what you want to do is you want to pay attention to when it rolls over your hand. And when you feel that, you want to grab it. So that's the first step. Once you grab it, I'll show you in slow motion. You want to lift up. So just lift your arm straight up. It's going to feel really awkward here if you go slow, because your knuckles are going to be pointing to the ground. But don't worry, you're doing it right. So lift like this. And if you do it fast enough, it should just go straight up. And some problems you might have are when you get to the top, after you've lifted it straight up, is you might not know what to do with your hand, because if you can see, your hand's kind of on the outside. When you lift it up and you get to the top, you want to let it roll over your thumb once and stick your hand on the inside of it. So you've got it up. That's the first part. Second part. When it's going, you want to tuck your hand into your hoop. And to break that down for you, if you're going to the right, you take your right hand and you tilt your fingers towards the ground. And then you put your hand right here and grab the hoop, fingers to the ground. An important step is not to cross your hand over your other hand, because it's not going to work. So right here, next to your left hand with your fingers to the ground. And then once you get that, you let go with your left hand and just push it down and start it going again. Okay, time to show you to the left. You take your right hand and you do the exact same thing. You put it in the middle of your back, and you want to get your right hand to your left hip, knuckles touching it. And I usually don't hoop to the left, so bear with me. But this, and then grab a hold of it when you feel it pass over your hand, and pull up, and let go of it, and let it roll around. Okay, so then you take your left hand, fingers to the ground, and you want to put it right here. Don't cross over, right next to it, and then let go with your right hand. And then all you have to do is push it down and start it up again. Okay, so some problems you might run into are if you're just getting stuck here, and you can't get it to go all the way up, try going a little faster and lifting it straight up, and try turning the direction that you're hooping. So if I hoop to the right, turn that direction, and when you lift up, you have a lot more space. Some other problems you might encounter are not being able to keep hooping with your hand there if it just keeps falling down. That's okay, just keep working at it here with your hand in the middle of your back, and just work your way, sliding your hand over. And always, if you feel like you don't have enough room and you're getting stuck, like at any point, it really helps to turn into it. So once you get a hold of the hoop, just turn that direction. Okay, so I'll show you that to the left. You get a hold of your hoop and you turn that direction. And see if you're getting stuck like this, or your hoop's not level and it's just pulling around weird. You just have to get a firmer grip on it and pull up faster. So, like that. And then to put that all together, you lift, and then when you put it down, instead of letting go of it, pretend that it's your hand that you had to your hip, and hand it off to yourself, so that your thumbs are towards each other. So you don't want to cross your hands, but you want your thumbs to be almost touching each other. So like this. And so you go down, but instead of letting go, you hand it off to yourself. So that's to the right, and here's to the left. And again, you want your thumbs to be towards each other. If you have it like this, it's not right. So like this. Hi guys, it's Kelsey, and you just watched my first ever tutorial video on how to vortex. I hope it made sense for the most part. If you're having any trouble or you have questions, you could put those in the comments below. Also, you could put in the comments if you want a request for a video, and that could be tricks or tips or beginners video, anything you'd like. And in the links, I'll put some different ways that you guys can contact me, and you could send me questions on any of those as well. Thanks so much for watching.